I want to welcome you to my weekend special Build a Complex Model in FreeCAD. I will be using FreeCAD 0.21 version, the newly released version. And today I want to build this body. This model was downloaded from studycadcam.com. Let's talk about this body. This has two basic parts. One is this cantilever part and one the main body. And I want to start working on the lower part first, then work on the cantilever one. So there will be two-step process where I want to build this part first and this part second. For both of the parts, I want to use their symmetry in my advantage. However, looking at this model, it looks like this small part is a little offset on the left side on this main part, and also this cylindrical shaft is 46, but it's not at the center of this body. So this is a little more on the left side. So we will address that later on. For now, I want to use the symmetry on the lower part and then mirror them, and then we will see how we can make it together as one object. So this is 80% symmetry and 20% we have to do some calculations. But that's enough talk about on the model. Let's start working on it then. At some point I may use per design in my advantage, so I just started with the per design, and then let's coming back on the part. As I said, I want to use the symmetry on the vertical plane, so I want to start sketching on XZ plane. Here, let's see. So let me roughly sketch it out and then put some dimensions, and then I'll come back. So that's a fully constrained sketch. Uh, One thing to note that the whole object, this middle part is 18 millimeters, and I'll be mirroring it, so I only draw 9 millimeter of it. Now I want to extrude it. I want to use the symmetric, and then the total thickness would be 50. On this one, I drew in such a way that the cylindrical hole would be centered on this line and another one would be on this line. So let's work on those. I want to start on this face. This cylindrical part, this circular housing, it has two circles. The outside one is diameter 56 and the inside one is diameter 32, and they should be on this line. That's a fully constrained. I want to extrude it on the left side by 18 millimeter. So 18, and it will be on the reverse side. FreeCAD had this amazing tool in the part workbench where I can combine them together easily. So this one and this one, I want to use this connect tool, connect objects. That makes it simple, easy. And then let's do the same thing on this face. Well, on this extrude, now comes this asymmetric part. It's a little bit more on the left side and a bit less on the right side. Currently it stands on this center, which is at 9, and from 9 it extends about 3 millimeter on the outside. So what I want to do is I want to keep it symmetric for now, and then we'll come back to make it 46 hole later on. So we will make it 9 plus 3 extension, and then we will make it reversed, apply close. So that's 3 millimeter extra here. It will be 3 millimeter extra on this side when we mirror it, and then we will come back to actually extend this face a bit more outside. Okay, we will use the same trick as to connect between these two. Makes it easy. Okay, I want to refine it while I have the chance, and then now I want to mirror it. I want to mirror it on YZ plane. Alright, so that's our first part. How about I make them union and then keep it neat. Now is the time to extend this face for the rest of the so that it becomes 46 millimeter in total. Now it is 3 plus 18 plus 3, that's 24. So we will have to extend a bit more to make it 46 in total. For that, let's use part design. In part design, we can extend the face without drawing any sketch. So we can extend it. So it will be 46 total minus already 18 minus 6. That much. So that becomes 46. Head. Keep it refined. Yeah. So our first part is done. Let's work on the second part. The second part is not at the center of this first part. It's a little bit off center. So actually it seems like it is 18 and 14 from here. So let's do some calculations. So 14 plus 18 minus 46, that's 14. So this second part is at the center of this length. So once we can figure it out, we will be okay to work on it. And I want to sketch it here. So if we can start sketching on this center, it will be easier for us. To be able to do so, let's find out the center from the, so the center point of this circle, we can do that from here. So that center is 70 millimeter above the origin. So from this origin, this is 70 millimeter above, and that's where we want to start sketching our next sketch. So, and that will be on the XY plane. Let's start sketching on the XY plane, and we want to offset it 70 millimeter on the Z direction. On the section view, as you can see, this is at the center, and I want to pull in this geometry, which is becoming a B-spline. Maybe how about we pull in this line and this line and then work from there. So our center sketch, our sketch will be centered between these two lines. How about I draw two lines and make them equal, so that gives our center. Making construction. Okay, here I want to draw the second part. On the second part, just like before, it will be another sketch. So let me draw that sketch. So that is our sketch, and I want to extrude it vertically. I want to keep it symmetric, and that would be 36. Looking at the original picture, the top of this face matches with this one. So let's work on that. This was 50 diameter. So from the center, this is 25, and from the center, this is now 18. So 18 minus 25, 7. We'll have to pick this up by 7 more millimeters. And we can do that from this sketch. On Z, we can make it 7. That should match it on the top. Yeah. All right. So now about the holes. I'll have to draw a hole here. Just like before, we will draw two circles. The inside diameter of this one is 15, and the outside diameter of that one should be 36. Okay, and they will be centered. One way to do centering is just keep them in place. All right, and they will extend by 15 outward. So let's extend it by 15 and reverse it, and we will use the same trick to connect objects. Cool. So there is that, there is the connect, and I want to mirror it. Okay, it only lets me mirror on XY, XZ and YZ plane. It will be YZ plane, but it's off center. Now let's union them. Here's the fusion. I want to add it to this fusion. Actually, let me bring it back out of this part. Now let's make it a union. Oh, I skipped a part. I want to add this one with this body, so it will be connect. So there, it connected. Now everything look good. Let's refine it, make it true. Look at that, our object is built. It at first it was like I thought I didn't know what to do, but it worked out pretty good. especially this connect button, this connect object. It is really helpful for this process. I did not know about this. On a similar object, I tried on a different approach. I used this split button and then hiding things here and there just to make it work. So that worked too, but this connect button simplifies this process a whole lot easier. Let's see if we can use the machined surfaces in a different color. Yeah, I think I took all of those. Let's giving a shiny color. I don't know. How about I use these? Okay. That's a curly color, but it's okay. Anyway, I learned a few things to do this object, and definitely a learning experience. This is a weekend special. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.